Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to another Daily Zone, the daily video on this channel with me, your host, yours truly, Calvin. I hope you're all having a fantastic, this is Thursday, ain't it? It gets weird when you're not at work, you know what I'm saying? I am recording this before I would usually upload, and so I'm gonna kind of schedule it to be a later upload, as it were, because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. This is my second day off in a row that I'm supposed to be at work, and who knows, I might pull an all-nighter and then, miss the timing. So, recording this at about 3 o'clock, so do forgive me if it's a little, I don't know what could happen between now and 6 that would be really prevalent, so just know this is pre-recorded, and I will be asleep when it goes live. So if you try to comment and I don't respond, I'm probably sleeping. But yeah, not a lot to talk about, again, with no news, I'm kind of just doing my own thing, but with it being, I guess, a new year for me, as it were, we're going to be changing things up. I'm going to be doing a little pivoting, a little changing of the schedule. I do want to get away from just doing the one upload a day, as it were, at least sometimes. I do want to bring back stuff. I think with the weight loss kind of being my background gig, that I'm not going to be like recording me exercising or anything, not to my knowledge. Just because I'm a big guy, and shirts have a tendency to move up and down when you're lifting weights and stuff, and I ain't trying to show gut. Y'all know what I'm saying? At least not until I got progress, and then maybe. But currently I weighed myself before this. I'm 382 pounds. That's the heaviest I have ever been in my life. Honestly, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but I've recently got a wake-up call with my leg being all wonky, and it's time for a change. It's time for a big change. So that's gonna be going on in the background. I do think I can turn it into some form of content, though, when they're being like, oh, I'm this weight, oh, I'm this weight. But I also want to bring back the kind of Calzone cooking, the scuffed cooking, as it were, where I'm going to try to work out meal preps and that sort of thing. One of my biggest issues is, like, I didn't know if you could freeze, so you cook meat on the pan, right? And I didn't know if you could freeze it and then throw it in the freezer and then just microwave it right afterwards, right? I mean, they make frozen dinners, but I didn't know if that was the same thing. Because I've tried microwaving chicken. I don't know if y'all have ever done that, but once you put the chicken after it's been cooked back in the microwave, I don't know. It tasted funky. I didn't enjoy it at all. But then I tried it with turkey meat. Went pretty good. So I'm gonna start trying to, I guess, cook big batches of protein. So I have those prepped and in the freezer ready to go whenever I want them. I gotta go get some veggies. Actually, I have some. They're in a freezer that's buried under construction tools, as it were. And then I got my rice. Y'all know what it is. And then, I'm not gonna cut out the things I enjoy in life. I feel like if I really wanted to, I feel like if I really wanted to drop weight really crazy, I would do like a 1,500 calorie and then just hate life for like a year and a half. And I'd probably get to where I wanted to go, but I don't think that would build, very good, if I was a health influencer stuff, I would know the word to say. But I'm not. I'm just a dude that's being like, yo, I'm going to try to lose weight. So, that being said, I'm going to be cutting back on the soda. Really, that's one of my big things. And then portion size. And then Domino's. Guys, Domino's has to go, okay? It has to be like a once a month thing. Because I feel bad. Domino's can fix it. And then I lose a big chunk of money. And then I lose all my calories. It's just ridiculous. It's great. I just had a cheese pizza yesterday because I was like, it's my birthday, I'll splurge. This is the final day, and then we're going to lock in. That cheese pizza, divine. I got some marinara sauce. I got the thick pizza. Man, that went crazy. But you know what wasn't? How much it cost, and I'm sure that pizza was like 3,000 calories. And we're not going to talk about if I got anything else with it, because I definitely did. I honestly can put down food, guys. Not on a timer, but like, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at putting down food when I want to put it down, but that's not beneficial to trying to lose weight, as it were. So, I'm sure I'll talk more on it. Just be like, in passing, I'll bring it up. But there's that. I want to talk about the games. I want to bring back gaming on the channel. It's one of the things I wanted to talk about. So, as it were, I think Monday through Thursday, I'm really just going to focus on just doing these kinds of videos. Just be like, hey, what's up? How's it going? I like the daily check-ins. But on the weekends when I have more free time and I can do stuff, I'm gonna try to break the habit I have of, I'm very ADHD for those that don't know. And what I end up having, I don't know if it's due to ADHD, but people with ADHD kind of relate to me, so I'm just assuming, is if you say, hey, Calvin, let's plan for something at 4 p.m. Friday. You know what that does to my Friday? That means for whenever I wake up till 4 o'clock, I sit in limbo, not wanting to commit to anything because I already have plans and I don't want to mess up the plans. And so my entire Friday morning just goes away, and I get my Friday, the plans happen, and then I come home and I go, okay, well, the things are done. It's too late to do anything now. Might as well go to bed. So you see what I'm saying? Want to kind of break that. So on the weeks I DM Friday and Saturday. I DM Friday every single week. That's more of a goofy gig. It's kind of like, it's real easy. I just play in combat. My guys, I'm DMing for 2 guys, and they just love combat. So all I do is I go, what's the most badass series of fights I can script? Once it's done, easy. Combat goes crazy fast when you have 2 people that know what they're doing. So I do have to plan multiple, but they're super busted and overpowered, and I just kind of, it's their power fantasy, as it were, and I enjoy it because I get to just be like, how do I play this monster? And I throw a really hard monster, and then they fight it, and they don't die, and I get to play it. It's pretty good. And then Saturdays are more structured, more, you know, I have to think about things. And I think, I don't know. I always talk about turning it into videos, but I'm always like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be pretty boring to sit here and watch me and be like, okay, now we're gonna do this, and now we're gonna do this. But, you know, maybe I should just put a video out there and see if y'all enjoy it, and we'll see. My next session is next week, so I do have some time. But I might do something. We might put in some work, get a video up there. And then gaming. I do have a few games, you know, I talked about them last time. Metro Awakening, the VR game. I'm gonna try to get that in. Again, not a Monday through Wednesday thing. I might record it on Thursday and then upload it on the weekend. But we should have some fun with that. Try to upload like 1 VR game a week, like a 30-minute either cut or an hour long, just me playing it. 'Cause I'm sure I can play a VR game for like multiple hours. Hard cutoff is the VR only has like a 4-hour battery life. For those of you that don't know what my VR is, I have Meta Quest 2. It's great. It's a good VR. It's wireless. It's got good controllers. Downside, really bad battery life. Like only 4 hours. Or if the game is more intensive, it will drain that sucker crazy fast. I have a cousin who has the Valve Index, and obviously he could just play forever. But his cost double what mine costs. So, you know, it is what it is. But I want to get that. Obviously, I want to play through Deltarune and get caught up. A lot of my friends play indie games, and they have references I don't have that I want to know. Like, there's a character called Spampton. One of my friends loves him. I don't know who he is. I gotta find out. I gotta get to the bottom of this. I know he's in Deltarune Part 2. So, we're gonna be trying to dive into that. Whew. Obviously, Claire Obscura. I don't see, here's the deal. I kind of fear doing the big-ish playthroughs, because to get through them in a timely manner, I have to upload them daily, which means I have to be playing them constantly. And honestly, if I'm looking at my activity for the past 2 weeks on Steam, which where I spend all my time, actually, okay, that didn't do anything. I look at my profile on Steam, okay? I have spent 50 hours playing in the past 2 weeks, okay? And most of that probably happened in the past 2 days where I've just sat here at the house gaming. Excuse me. So it's like, and most of that's just me being brain dead and just being like, but that being said, you know, I do want to play games on the channel. I just don't know what, I think what I might do is just start doing camless live streams with Mike on, like, I don't know, a Friday or a Saturday, and I play for like 4-hour chunks. And then, I don't know, because I really want to play more games. It's just, I don't know the best way to go about them. And I'm very indecisive, if you haven't caught on. So I flip-flop very regularly on what I want to do and when I want to do it. And I have a hard time committing. It's a whole thing. But now that I want games, I'm going to figure it out over the weekend. Especially Sunday when I get back to you. I need to find some way to make my Sunday, like, my Sunday chats used to be so long, and now they're so short. I wanna make them longer. I guess I need to bring back the chair, but the chair's in the other room. I'd have to go bring it, but I mean that's fine. I did talk about painting minis, but I gotta find minis to paint. I have one. Okay, I have a single mini I could paint, which might take a whole video. Honestly, argue it'd probably take more, and then it'd still look pretty bad probably. But just doing like a hobby and yapping could be pretty fun. But I think I've brought up everything I wanted to talk about. Hopefully I get out of here before a storm knocks out my power, because that'd be very unfortunate. It happens when storms come through. Even if the storm don't hit my house, it'll just randomly like, I'll have power in your house, gone for like 2 seconds, and then it cuts right back on. It's very annoying to say the least. Oh, but yeah, I guess I could talk about Atomic Heart. I've been playing Atomic Heart on my time off. Guys, that game is like 50% puzzle, 30% fighting, 20% just moving location to location. It's good if you enjoy that. It's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. I figured it was going to be more like open worldy. It has open world segments, but I haven't been enjoying them just because it's like if you get caught by a single mob, then you just get bombarded. It's like they want you to stealth around or like take out the cameras and stuff. Here's the deal. I'm not stealthy. I'm not strategic. I'm the guy you give an axe and then you go kill all those guys. And I go, sweet. I be getting absolutely bodied, and then they'll be throwing me in corners. And then the last thing that happened to me, the thing that happened that I literally uninstalled the game because I got so upset, is I fought my way all the way to this building for one of the main story quests. I'm halfway through the game, 7 hours in. I've not been doing a lot of the side content, but I'm pretty geared. My weapons are pretty nasty. I get all the way to the quest location, and I don't know if it's a bug or what it is. I mean, I'm assuming it's a bug. My screen goes black. I can't see anything. I'm getting killed. I have to Alt F4 the game because I can't see anything. And I think I killed everything. By the way, I wasn't able to see the screen. Pretty sure I killed everything. Just swinging my sword and lightning bolting and freezing and shielding, because eventually there was no combat, and I was like, okay, well the game's just broke. I got mad. I Alt F4 it. I uninstalled. That game's 119 gigabytes, so I did install it. It is back on my computer. I want to finish it. It has a couple DLCs, but it's just, I don't know. I've not been really enjoying it. I know Co and everybody kind of liked it. I heard it's got, it's got pretty good reviews. It's like not a bad game. I just don't think it's what I want. But I do want to see it to the end, just so I can be like, because I bought it, I can't refund it. I'm 7 hours in. It's not a bad 7 hours, just not an amazing 7 hours. But I want to get that done. I do have Lies of P's, but like I said, I'm not going to live stream that because even Moist Critical made a freaking post about him talking about the difficulty on the Reddit. People just be complaining and all that stuff. And it's like, I don't want my comments being like, oh, you played on a lower difficulty, you're a pleb. Yeah, okay, I'm not like a god tier gamer at like Souls games, That's where I fall short in gaming, is Souls games. I'm not I don't like Elden Ring is different, I don't know, in a way. It just feels different. The vibe is different. When I'm getting beat in Elden Ring, I don't feel bad. I get beat in other games, and I'm like, I just know technically I'm bad. And I'm not a guy that likes to just run into a wall 40 times and then finally break that wall. Obviously a lot of people love that. They love the adrenaline that comes from beating that boss. I have so many games that I'm trying to get through, and I myself am really bad about sitting down and playing games for more than like an hour or two. And it's like, if I get stuck on a boss, man, that's just so much time I waste. It feels like maybe that's just me stuck in like kind of, I need to keep going forward faster and faster. I've got so much stuff I want to experience that I don't want to devote a bunch of time to it. But that's another talk for another time. But I will be playing it just because Souls games, I love the world, the atmosphere, the vibes. And like, I love everything about the Souls game except for the fact I suck at them. Which holds me back quite a bit, honestly. But I mean, I beat the Elden Ring DLC with my brother. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that Radon totally like jumped in the air and then like floated away out of the map and then we won. That's definitely not how we won, and definitely didn't make my brother super angry. And me be like, "We did it, guys!" But you know, that'd be crazy if that's how it ended. But yeah, I will be playing Lies of P. I'll let y'all know how that goes. I really want to record Claire just because I feel like it's got a lot of emotion in it. That could be pretty fun. But like where Lies of P is just gonna be me getting mad and like getting flamed on the comments, and then Atomic Heart is really not. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I can make Atomic Heart enjoyable to watch, except unless you enjoy Atomic Heart. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty like meh. You know, even I don't enjoy it sometime when I'm playing it. I'm just like, I gotta get done with this. It's another puzzle section. Ooh. But yeah. There will be games coming up on the channel. Probably this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to record Deltarune today or tomorrow. It just depends on how I'm feeling. If I feel like I can do a big section. Like I said, I do want to try to beat the Deltarunes in a single sitting, but also kills my voice. I know. Kind of a bit problematic, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it makes it kind of hard. Because like I said, I was kind of rushing in the town to finish it because my voice was so fried, which did feel bad. So I don't know, maybe I'll break it up into 2 sections. I'll record one part and then I'll record the other half and smack them together and then upload them. But I'm definitely not rushing through Deltarune anymore. I'm gonna take my time, enjoy it. Because it's one of those good games, you know. Toby Fox makes some pretty good games. Some pretty good stories. That's most in like a lot of indie games. They really got the story. I mean, there are so many developers that just have it down good. And some don't. But you know, Deltarune's pretty good. I enjoyed the 4 hours I've played it in so far. With that being said, I think that is all I have to yap about, everybody. I hope you had a good Thursday. I'm going into Friday with some pretty good energy. And then Saturday I have D&D. Should be pretty fun. I'm gonna hop out of here. Thank you for watching so much. If you like what you saw, you know, consider subscribing. Helps me out a lot. You know, we definitely had the goal of 1,000. I don't think we're gonna hit it. But I made considerable progress. I'll take what I've gotten, okay? I've gotten like 260 subs this year. That's big. For what I've been doing, that's big, okay? Because I know I definitely could do it if I just put more oomph, okay? And that may come along. Like I said, I'm very much a guy that I have to get the boulder rolling and then keep it going. And if I can keep it going, stuff goes great. But if I let that boulder stop, then we got problems getting it started. But I don't know. Maybe we'll hit a stride and it'll be a new time for the channel in this year span. You're watching me. You're watching the every day. You get to see the ups and downs of both my life, my content, and just my mental sanity. But do keep yourself safe this weekend. I know this weekend in the States is going to be something. I'm not going to talk about it, but just I'm staying inside, guys. Because I think it's going to be crazy. Crazy times are afoot. I'm going to go. Thank you all so much for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.